They gathered in San Francisco under the weight of a world in ruins, 50 nations fresh from the fires of global war. The air was thick with promises, handshakes, and the scent of power. With pens in trembling hands, representatives pledged themselves to a new order, one that claimed peace as its purpose, cooperation as its method, and justice as its soul. The document they signed was the United Nations Charter, hailed by some as humanity's best hope. Yet history has a way of peeling the varnish from good intentions. This was not a clean birth. The same voices calling for human rights had spent years trampling them. The architects of the Charter included colonial powers that still held millions in chains. Empires stood side by side, preaching freedom while ruling with fists. The victors of the war built the foundation of this institution through firepower and endurance. Their names were etched into the structure as permanent members of the Security Council, each one armed with the power to override the rest. It called itself a forum for all nations, yet 5 held more weight than the other 100 combined. With a single raised hand, they could block any resolution, crush any proposal, erase any truth. This was not justice, it was insurance. The veto did not guard against tyranny. It guaranteed it, as long as the tyrant sat in the right chair. Since that day, the world has seen too many cries go unanswered. Peacekeepers sent too late or not at all, words wrapped in silk while cities burned in silence. Diplomats debated, but graves kept opening. The Charter spoke of dignity, of life, of progress. Again and again, power twisted those words into excuses. The United Nations became both symbol and shield. It gave legitimacy to alliances, justification to wars, cover to negligence. For every moment of triumph, vaccines delivered, children educated, there stood a moment of shame. A resolution stalled, a massacre unpunished, a dictator welcomed to the podium. What began in San Francisco held promise, yet promises do not keep themselves. Paper does not protect people. And signatures do not save lives unless backed by truth, courage, and action unbent by power. The world still turns under the flag of the United Nations, but its shadow is long and filled with questions history refuses to ignore.